We are going to talk about invertebrates and vertebrates today. So this is just how the animals are classified into categories. So all of the kingdoms in the science realm are classified, and animals are broken down into two classifications: invertebrates and vertebrates. So vertebrates are, simply put, animals with a backbone. That's it. That's all it can be categorized into. Animals with a backbone. Okay. So I'm gonna write above here. Animals divide the animals divided into two main groups. Okay. The first one is vertebrates, animals with a backbone. So animals with a backbone. So inside of that, there are 5 categories inside of this category. So the vertebrates are broken down with fish. So how can I say that? So inside of vertebrates, there are categories like fish. They are a vertebrate. They have a backbone. Even though they do breathe through their gills and they're covered with shells, they have a backbone. So I'm going to go on and list that they have a backbone. Okay. They breathe through gills. They have hard scales. I'm going to fill in right here. They lay soft shelled eggs. And they're cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. All right. Examples are, of course, goldfish, flounder, sharks. You don't think about sharks being a fish, but technically, a shark's a shark, but that's the category they would fall into. All right, next on our list of vertebrates. I love that you guys can always see my little piles of notes. And I don't even realize it until it's too late. All right, number 2. We have amphibians. All right. Amphibians, they have backbones. They breathe through gills. They are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. So what that means is that they take the oxygen from the from the water and get that oxygen out, because water, does have oxygen. So that's how they breathe. Breathe gills. They lay soft-shelled eggs. And they have skin. Examples are frogs and toads. Okay. All All right, number 3. Reptiles. My purple pen is dying. Of course, they have a backbone. Guys, and I shouldn't have to say this by now, but if I'm writing, you need to be writing, so make sure that you have written this down. All right, they are cold-blooded again. Do I have to sing it? Cold-blooded. All right. They're cold-blooded. They are lung breathers. Okay. They lay hard shell eggs. And they have scales. Their scales are softer than a fish. And examples are snakes and lizards. Okay. Now I'm going to try to get the rest of these on. Well, no, I'll just do 2. Okay. The next one are birds, which I am not the biggest fan of birds. All right. They have backbones. They are warm-blooded. They have lungs. They have, and I need to double check this before I say it, but I'm pretty sure they have, their lung capacity is ridiculous because that's how they're able to fly. Okay, so they're lung breathers. They lay hard shell eggs. And they're covered, in feathers. Okay, and of course, examples are eagles, cardinals. We know what birds are. Okay, and like always, pause me if you need to, but I'm going to move on. All right. And number 5 is the category we fit into, mammals. Mammals have a backbone. Mammals have live births. Mammals are warm-blooded. Mammals are lung breathers. And we have hair. Okay. Examples are humans, whales, and horses. Okay. All right. So if you're not a vertebrate, if you don't have a backbone, then you are an invertebrate. You have no backbone. So in means no. So no backbone, right? So if you think about vertebrae, if you think about your spine, there's vertebrae in there. Sometimes you can say, when you're doing this, you can say invertebrate, vertebrate, but I always say vertebrae, invertebrate. So if you look at that word vertebrate, that's like the bones in your back. So we have a backbone, so that's where it comes from. Okay, so there are 6 groups for this, okay? And I'm just going to give you the groups. So worms, that is earthworms and leeches. Ugh. So guys, snakes are vertebrates. They have a backbone. Earthworms are not, okay? Sponges. This is they live in the ocean. So that's what you could think of. Okay, mollusks. They are snails, clams, squids, and octopus. Octopi. So snails, they do have that shell. The clams have a shell, but the squid and the octopus are just a soft body. So these guys have a soft body and or shell. So they could have a shell as well. All right. The 4th group of invertebrates are the arthropods. This is the crab, the ant, the spider, the lobster. Yum, I love a lobster. Okay. These are the things with an exoskeleton, meaning their skeleton is on the outside of their body. Right? That's what that means. And all your insects are invertebrates as well. Okay. Number 5. And I'm going to make this all fit on one page. The echinoderms. I can never say that. Derms. This is our sea urchin and starfish and sand dollars. Which, the beach I go to, they have sand dollars everywhere. It is so neat. Because when you go to Myrtle Beach, I never would see them. But we go to North Topsail, it's just ridiculous how many seashells they have. Okay. And then the last group, this is a group with jellyfish and the sea anemone, like starfish. Okay. I don't know about you, but my hand is cramping. So, guys, I know this was a lot, but listen, the takeaway is that vertebrates have a backbone, invertebrates don't. Invertebrates are going to be animals, a lot of sea life, like the sea urchin, the crab, the lobster, shrimp would fall into this category. So things like that are invertebrates. However, fish, whales, sharks, those things are vertebrates. They have a backbone. So when you have to sort these animals, if you just think about, what happens when this is sort of morbid, but what happens when they decompose? What is their body going to look like? And if you can think about like a fish, When we eat fish and there's a bone left, then you can think about it that way. The bone left is telling you that they are going to be a vertebrate. All right, guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and we will work on this again tomorrow.